I'll ask him. Okay, we're live now. It's a late night live with a baby. Cardinals are losing 4-0, and we were going to do this live towards the end of the game so we could celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to pull it off?
Well, it's only the seventh inning, and we've come back before. The problem is, I was at soccer practice tonight, and I was not looking at the game when it started. But the guy next to me said they're playing their second tier roster tonight. Is that true?
Well, Kisner is playing. DeYoung is playing. I mean, it's going to be like rude to people.
Well, Carpenter.
Find out. Yeah. Did Carpenter start?
Newbar did too.
Yeah.
And Newbar started?
Yeah.
This is what happened when we were in Arizona. This is when we played Arizona as the worst team in baseball, and we whomped them. And the third game, maybe it was the fourth game of that series, we put in every bench player we had, and then we went on a massive losing streak, which included Wainwright's worst start of the season, probably, I think, against San Francisco.
This might be different because it's the day after he clinched.
Wow.
That's why they did it, because they were all probably completely hungover.
Yeah. Look at this baby, people. We've got 73 people watching right now.
Oh, hey.
This is an unusual thing for the Andy Fry Show, but we're going to do it and talk to you. And if you guys have any questions that you want to ask that we can't say on the air, ask questions of Ryan, and I'll answer them for you.
Yeah. Tell the real truth this time.
No kidding. Let's see here. Somebody just texted me. Oh, no, I'm not reading that on there. We're waiting for Brad maybe to show up. James, hi. Amy, hi. Vicky. I can't keep up with everybody. Greg says this game is like watching the last NFL preseason game. That's a pretty accurate statement.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not watching, but I'm doing I'm watching the game day thing.
How come?
Because I don't have TV. I only have streaming. I don't have live TV.
Look at this.
Hey, there's somebody else.
I made it.
Brett, look at that. That looks so official.
No kidding. We really need to up our game.
This is my studio for my podcast.
You sound a lot better than we do too.
Yeah, you do. Hey, you want to see something behind the scenes since I'm right outside the door anyway?
Sure.
So remember when I was broadcasting from home?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I looked at every day.
Well, that's a nice white wall.
Isn't that great? Yeah. I didn't quite decorate as well as you did, Annie. But there we go. That's what I'm looking at. Big white wall. Nothing there.
Do you use that studio for anything now that you're back in the studio? Like the real studio?
I don't ever broadcast from here, but I use it for the rest of my work. Yeah.
You just sit down there and talk to yourself.
I pretend that I'm doing a popular podcast.
So, Brad, we're saying 4-0, bottom of the seventh. The Cardinals have come back from this before. I've walked away from the game and been like, okay, I got other things to do. I don't want to sit here and watch them lose. And then I find out that we win 10-4 or something. Does the B squad that's playing come back and win 10-4?
At this point, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the way they've been playing so far, that would make a bunch of sense to me.
Yeah.
Of course, I'll be honest with you, whenever I found out that they were playing the B squad, I didn't like that. I've never been a fan of Schilt resting everybody at the same time. Because it always seems...
We were just saying before you jumped on here that when they were in Arizona and they swept Arizona, that last getaway game, they're like, oh, we'll mail this in. We won the series. And then it got drastically bad after that.
Yeah.
What are you doing to your phone, Ryan?
Is that me? Does it sound
Yep.
bad? I'm hearing something too, but I didn't think it was me. Now, okay, I stopped, so it looks like it stopped.
Moving, and yeah.
It's only when you talk, Annie.
I don't. Do you hear it right now?
A little bit.
I mean, I hear it, but I don't know who's...
I wonder where the microphone is on there.
We all know that it's not my fault.
What's Look at the baby.
It's the baby's fault.
Don't you wish you
Man.
were sleeping like that right now?
Oh my gosh, baby sleep is like, if I could have baby sleep every night. Actually, I pretty much almost get baby sleep every night. I sleep like a log.
Chrissy said, just left the game when I saw the lineup. I knew everyone was getting a break tonight. Yeah.
Does that bothered me a little bit when he said that, because I'm like, in a normal, if you clinch, that's fine the next day. But this is a historic winning streak. Like, let's keep doing it.
Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think Brad, they should? Do you think that they? Well, what do you know about Yachty?
He's got a stiff shoulder.
Does he need to be out? Do we need to be resting him for the wild card game?
If there was one person that I would rest, it would be him. And I'm not opposed to resting players. I'm just opposed to resting players all at the same time.
Yeah. Brad, Amy says, and I quote, Brad is legit. You're looking pretty legit over there.
Yeah. Well, like my closet was ugly, so I was like, what can I do with these banners that I have? I'll hang them in front of there.
Talk to us about what we were looking at. I mean, you've put in effort to.
Do you see my helmet?
I see the gauntlet back there.
Yes.
Talk to us about what we're looking at.
All right. So the gauntlet and the helmet and the shield were part of the trivia night that we did, where I was Captain America. The gauntlet was the centerpiece of our table. Our theme it was a night at the movies, and so our movie was naturally Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was Captain America, so I bought the shield, and I bought a replica M1 World War II helmet, and then I painted it blue, put the Captain America A on it, and some goggles, some cheap motor.
That's the helmet.
That's the helmet, yes.
Wait a second, everybody. Look at how close. Oh, gosh, Ryan, you're a lot closer. Yeah, do that again. That's basically what I'm looking at. Turn your camera. If you turn your phone.
You mean like this?
Yeah. Yes.
Brad thinks he's pretty cool with all his jerseys, but let's see what I got in my closet.
You gonna come out of your closet?
No. I'm staying in the closet forever, but check this out. What does Brad think about that? Yeah, that's a Letterman jacket from high school. Is that
a K-Hawk Letterman jacket there?
K-Hawk Letterman jacket. You see that? You see that patch right there? Yeah, that's a golf bag.
I was gonna say I didn't know you could letter and dance, but
well, you got some things to learn. Oh, check this out! I was gonna wear this on the webcam someday.
Ryan is literally in his closet right now.
I am.
He's threatened by my setup.
I am. I was like, wait a minute, I could beat Brad. I gotta always win. I've been holding on to this sweater for like 3 years, because right when I bought it was at the end of the ugly sweater craze for Christmas. Because like for the last few years that hasn't happened, partially because of COVID, but I think it was also waning in popularity. But look at this sweater that I'm someday going to wear to a Christmas party.
Oh, that's hideous.
Hold on a second. I'm texting some other people who might want to join us. No, wrong person. Ryan. I don't know if it's appropriate.
It's not really
a Christmas.
Look at it's got sequins and stuff. I don't even know what it is. Like, it looks like an acid trip mushroom, like 60s Beatles thing.
It's you wanted to wear it to a Christmas party?
Yeah, it's not really a Christmas sweater, but it is so ugly that I was like, I'm gonna win.
I have an ugly Christmas suit.
That's cool.
It's actually like a fashionable ugly Christmas suit, isn't it?
No, it's cheap costume, ugly Christmas suit.
Oh, I thought it was like
It's like an ugly Christmas sweater pattern on a suit with a tie and everything that matches.
Oh, man. What else you got in that closet? What is that?
That's my TV show that was on.
Oh.
Yay.
What was the song stage?
It was a music competition show on PBS for 2 seasons.
How long is a season, or how big is a season?
A season was 8 episodes. So we did 2 8-episode seasons. And at the end of it, we were in like 46 million households, but we just couldn't make enough money.
Ain't that the general truth?
Right, about everything in the world.
Brad, tell us what else you have behind you.
Well, I was just sharing the tweet or sharing the stream there.
Interesting.
I have behind me. So the jersey is that's the American Heart Association jersey. And we actually got that for a friend of ours whose father passed away from a heart attack. And so we did it as kind of like we wanted to honor him. So our softball team got that. And then, American Heart Association, the funds, the proceeds that we did went to that. And that's something that's pretty important to me. And then the other 2 are just banners that I've got for backgrounds for the thing. And this black bar up here,
At
all
the
the way
top,
up here, you can't really see it. But my sister made that for me for Christmas, and I believe it's Psalm 144:1, which I call the gamer's verse. And it says, "Praise be to the Lord, my rock, who prepares my fingers for battle and my hands for war."
That's cool.
One thing that I've learned is that Brad takes softball very seriously.
I love softball. This is something that, it's something that I'm good at, and so why not throw myself into it?
So tell us the extent of your softball commitment.
The extent of my softball commitment is on Tuesday nights, except for last night, I play 4 games. I play for 2 teams, 1 co-ed and 1 church team.
Yeah.
And we play doubleheaders back to back. So we have doubleheaders.
4 games.
It's incredibly stupid. I don't know why I do it.
Because again, let's go back to this comment by Jackie.
In the Closet with Ryan Wiggins. That's the name of my podcast, my super popular podcast.
You should, when we do these nighttime lives, whenever we do these, you should just literally sit in your closet.
Sit in your closet.
Actually, we were at home for a year, and that closet probably would have been a better backdrop than what I ever did in the entire year.
You moved into that basement studio, and you were like, guys, we're going to paint in here, and my wife's going to help me make this all nice, and it never changed. And you had boxes sitting behind you the whole time that I bet are still sitting in there.
Oh, yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, it's the exact same as it was in whatever that was the last time I was in there, May.
Ooh, the gauntlet lights up.
Yeah, I thought I'd show the front of the jersey because it's got the heart on it, and that's our team name. So, what is it they said in Miracle? The name on the front of the jersey is a heck of a lot more important than the name on the back.
Sure.
Yep, that's what they said.
I believe that.
Me too.
Look at this comment here from James. Although you may hear it a lot, we really appreciate your show and the common sense impact that it has on us, your audience. I mean, we don't really hear that a lot, but we appreciate it.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily hear bad things, but it's always good to have positive feedback, James. And we really appreciate you for being here and hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate
Hi,
it.
Ashley. I know Ashley. I love Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
I know
assume
Carlo.
Carlo's talking about your sweater, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe. Oh, what happened? What did Bader just do? Flaherty's pitching.
Oh, we're still watching the Cardinals?
I mean, I have it on.
Do you want me to take my contacts out live?
Yeah, do it real. Do it like. Can you see yourself in your phone right now?
Yeah, kind of. Let me see. See if I can do this. It'll be really gross, which is pretty much right on par for what I would do in a live. Yeah, I can kind of do that.
Gosh.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
That was red eye. Ooh, I can see clearly out of this one. Not so much out of that one. Yeah. There we go. Yep. You know what? That one, a little inside baseball here. Super interesting.
That's
story.
a lot of forehead, Ryan.
Whenever I take a nap and I forget to take my contacts out, they get so glued to my eyes
Ew.
that I almost can't get them out.
Scott says, "Good Lord, love a duck, Ryan. That's hideous."
Yeah. Thanks, Scott.
Scott's always there for us.
Scott's always there. There we go. Look, I can see again.
Oh no. Oh, boy.
This is what we have to do because the Cardinals are being dumb.
Yeah. We need the Cardinals to be good again. Oh, man. So, Brad, you've been on the show for how long now? 3 weeks?
Might be longer than that. That was the 7th when I started.
It was right after Labor Day.
Yeah, it was.
Just
I
3 weeks.
remember the 7th was my first day. So 7th, the 14th would have been the next Tuesday. 21st would have been the next. Yesterday would have been my 4th Tuesday. So.
Brad,
1, 2, 3,
Mike
4,
says, Brad,
4 in a
quick,
day.
take the gauntlet to the game and save the day.
Does he want me to snap Vogelbach or something?
Yes,
Just
yeah.
boom. We'd be there for 15 minutes watching him fade into dust.
Brad, is this your first week doing it solo, though?
Yeah. I mean, except for Monday, but yeah, Trisha's been out, and actually, she sounds like she's having a good time out in D.C.
Well,
She's who I texted to see if she wanted to join us.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that'd be cool. Although it's probably 10
Mark
o'clock
and
there.
Trisha want to join us on a live stream, ? Hopefully you're having a few drinks, ! Okay, we'll see what they do. So, Brad, you've listened to the show for a long time, so you've heard Ryan Wiggins. What's your impression? Like, how much of what you hear on the air about Ryan Wiggins is what you know now about him because you know him off the air, in the studio, when the mics are off?
Like, how much do I hear? Like, he's the same person.
That's like, what's the equation there? Is Ryan exactly who you expected Ryan to be?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
How do you feel about that, Ryan? Is that good?
I was not expecting that. I was expecting him to say something more about, like, he's got a greater presence in person. Or something like just...
Maybe your presence is so great on the air that it's...
See, here's the thing, Ryan. She asked me if my expectations of you were what I thought they would be.
Yeah, and that's my fault. Because I raised everybody's expectations of me on the air.
You literally
Every
said
day.
on the air that Brad, if he aspires to be like you, needs to lower his expectations, his standards.
that did happen. Yeah, that's the exact opposite of what I just said, but that did happen.
Jennifer said, I clearly picked the best time to turn this on. That was like 2.5 minutes ago, so I can only imagine that's when you were taking your contacts out.
Darn right. Watch what happens when I take my dentures out.
Oh, no.
You're going to find out how much of this is fake.
Carlos says, Brad, you've been doing a great job. The baby is moving.
That is one cue baby.
Hey, look, it's Dave Klein.
What?
The Dave Klein's in the chat.
In the chat, not the baby.
Oh,
The baby.
like,
Come on, Ryan.
Did you just call my baby by Dave Klein?
Dave Klein?
Is that a compliment to Dave Klein? An insult to my baby?
I find Dave adorable.
Oh, he's
Me
just
too.
want to
Me
pinch
too.
his cheeks. Hey, there's Trisha. Trisha, come on to the chat with us. If you want to come on to the chat with us, then I have to send you a link. Or you could just log into StreamYard. Hold on a second. I'm just going to send it to you.
Trisha, Ryan already took out his contacts on stream. So
Yeah, we've already done all of our best content.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
I am going to take a shower in a bit.
Oh,
We'll
gosh.
probably not be live, but I don't know. And where will the phone be? I don't know.
Ryan, do you sing in the shower?
No, not really. I would love to, but I'm one of the rare people who actually sounds worse in the shower because I sound that good out of the shower. you know that. You know that's true.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I am 100% sure that's what you would say. Yeah, that's 100% accurate.
You heard me sing Loverboy on the air this week, and everybody knows that. Well, actually, you may not have known that was me singing Loverboy because you might have thought it was Loverboy.
That's true.
Someone has been dipping into the white claw.
That sounds pretty good, actually. I didn't even dinner.
Trisha, look who's here.
Hi, Trish.
Are you in a hotel room or are you home now?
I'm in a hotel room in DC.
Where's Mark?
Hold on.
What are you doing
in a
up?
different
You have to
hotel
wake up at
room.
like 4 a.m.
Obviously. Is he want to join our live?
I don't know. I left him at the bar.
I was gonna say we can make it the mash. What is the mash? Is that the name of
The
his
Mash.
podcast?
It is The Mash. You can find it at odyssey.com. Oh, hello, Molly. You sweet, sweet baby face.
You see her sucking on her pacifier? That means she's really sleeping.
Oh,
If you
baby.
snuck up on Mark and he was not drinking bourbon, would you call him out and call his podcast a complete farce?
Yes.
Okay, great. I would love to see that if possible.
If you
Yeah.
snuck up on Mark and he was drinking a White Claw, what would you do?
Yeah, what would you do?
I can't even imagine the horror.
You'd be like, oh, that's cool. I know a guy who is super cool who drinks those.
It would be worse if I snuck up and he had just taken a sip of a White Claw and was like wandering around holding it.
At an Illinois policy event.
Right.
It'd be really weird over there in DC.
For like the look of it. I don't know.
So Trisha, you're in Washington, D.C. right now. Tell us about what you are doing there and what you've experienced so far. I'm curious myself.
Yeah, for sure. We're at the Federation for American Immigration Reform does a Hold Their Feet to the Fire event every year where they bring in, I think this year it's about 65 broadcasters from across the nation. And the focus is informing and entertaining and obviously legal immigration. So we've been doing that. We met a lot of really cool people. We had Tom Homan on today. We had Chad Wolf on today. We have a bunch of great people on tomorrow. Brigitte Gabriel, Hector Garza. Actually, Congresswoman Vicky Hartzler is going to stop by really early tomorrow. So all of that's going to
cool.
be on.
Vicky is the one who questioned Millie today about the China relation. So that's the questioning. Did you tell China you were going to let them know if we were going to attack them? And he gave some diplomatic answer. You know what? The thing, I didn't talk about this on the air yet, but the thing that is so interesting to me about that whole story, that what General Milley has repeated over and over and over again, is that he had a complete and total confidence and understanding that Donald Trump was not in the frame of mind at all to attack anybody. But in the same context, he's talking about Nancy Pelosi calling him and like saying, oh, this is bad. We need to do this, this, and this, and this. And he's repeating General Milley, who's kind of a champion of the left wingers, at least as far as which way he would lean, you know, who's going to be his supporters. Why is he so confident and so assuring that Trump wouldn't do this and saying that he felt confident enough that he could tell China, Trump is not going to do this. This is not in the cards at all. And Nancy Pelosi's cheese is so slid far off her cracker that she can't see that same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the truth is because she's elbow in elbow, arm in arm with the mainstream media, whose job it is to make Trump look bad and to create a scenario where people could say, I don't know, Trump might nuke somebody. Like, what? Seriously? Trump is so deranged that he's going to casually nuke people? China? Millie's like, obviously not. But Nancy Pelosi's like, oh no, we need to look into it. It just makes me mad.
If you can tell China that, why can't you tell Trump that?
Or America.
Yeah, I mean, he avoided telling Trump what he was telling China and is like now touting that as a good thing. Like, well, I knew Trump so well that I could not tell him something that I was telling China. Okay.
So, Trisha, can we talk about your new position?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, you talk to us about your new position. Like, what do you want people to know? What are you doing? What were you doing? What are you doing now? What are you still doing? What are you not doing anymore?
I think I'm doing everything I was before, but I got a promotion in title. So I'm technically Mark Cox's executive producer still.
Five.
Thanks, friends. And now I'm the assistant brand manager of KFTK, which is super cool.
And for people who have not heard of the term brand manager in this context, program directors are now brand managers. And
I didn't even know that. I had no idea that was what that
was. Like an email a few months ago, apparently.
Oh, so you're like second in command now.
That's like industry O'Neill deep fly ball.
That's like industry O'Neill deep fly ball.
That's what this is the type of stuff that I'm thinking. For the people who are watching, when there's a Cardinals day game, I may or may not be watching it while I'm doing the show. So I'm just saying out loud what I'm normally thinking while I'm interviewing people. Like, who was I? Oh, Corey DeAngelis. And we were playing the Brewers.
Can we say behind the scenes that whenever there's a Cardinals
Wait,
game
time
on,
out. Time out. Just know that whatever you're about to ask, if you can say, you're officially about to say.
I was gonna say, if you have to ask if you can say it, you probably shouldn't say it.
Which is why I can't say it right now.
Well, you already kind of said it. That anytime there's a Cardinals game on or something else that we're like, we don't want people to know that this exists because we're on right now. We will never mention that thing on purpose, but we all are completely aware that it's happening.
Oh, for sure. I will be watching the game while I'm on the air, but I don't want to remind you, if you're listening to my show, that if you could push a button and go listen to that ridiculous station that's literally down the hall broadcasting the Cardinals game.
Don't push a button.
Yeah, you're going to flip the KMOX if you know the Cardinals are, or you're going to want to know the score. And if it's a good game, then you're probably going to say bye to us and hi to them.
Well, here's the thing. Everybody should have the Bally Sports app, and they should be able to listen to our show and have the game on.
Do both.
Yeah. I mean, my TV's right over here, so I could have the game on there, but that would be really loud, and the lighting would be weird. And like Annie says, lighting is everything.
Lighting is everything.
I know this better than anyone.
Yeah, look at your lighting. You're backlit so that I can't see your right half of your face.
Yep.
So
we're all hoping that the Cardinals lose tonight because we're selfish.
They're still going to keep playing.
What? Yeah,
I know, but the games won't matter anymore if they lose tonight.
They don't matter anymore as of right now until...
If the streak keeps going...
Well, that matters, but, I mean, that doesn't matter like playoff or anything like that, where they're in. That's why they rested everybody.
Look at Lisa's comment here. Mark and Trish had great interviews this morning. I listened to Ryan's show on Saturday. Love it. And I listened to Annie in between appointments. Wish I had more time to watch on Facebook Live, but have to earn a living. Well, we talk about people all day that don't earn their own living. So get on some of that. Thank you.
Yeah. I should tell the story about the guy at McDonald's again.
Trish, were you in the studio when he told that story?
No.
Listen to the story. This is ridiculous.
No kidding. I'm not kidding. That when I went through I went through McDonald's up the street from us on Tucker, probably Monday or Tuesday. And in line, it took me only like 5 minutes to get through the line. I was approached 3 different times by 3 different beggars in line, like on McDonald's property. And they know they've got you and they just stand there and like look at you and like get real up close to your window. Anyway, I finally got past a couple of them and ordered. And then you come right past the order and there's a guy standing right there, like next to the dumpsters, who is standing there, knows he got you as a captive audience and is just talking to you. And you had your window down just a second ago. So you're going to hear everything he says, right? So he goes, hey man, I need some money. And like, he's asking everybody the same thing. And I just like, no. And I kept driving.
Yes. No.
And so I pull up to the window and I go, look, man, this guy standing back here, this guy is in everybody's business. And he is literally right there behind this window where you can almost see him. And she goes, oh, I know that guy. He used to be a janitor here. He quit so he could stand outside and beg because he makes more begging and using government money. I mean, she didn't say government money.
Stop it.
I'm not. She said the guy was a janitor 4 weeks ago and quit to do that.
He had a job and he quit because he would do better on unemployment and begging at the place who used to employ him.
Oh, that's so sad. On so many levels, that's so sad.
Yeah. I know.
It totally is.
Sorry that happened.
Mostly, I know. Thank you, because it was mostly sad for me because I had to say no so harshly.
Yeah, no, I am sad. I'm going to think about that later and feel sad about it.
Put that out of your mind until you get back. We'll talk about that when you get back.
Okay.
I don't want you to ruin your trip.
going to shelf that. But I am going to hop off here because I've got to go to bed so I can wake up tomorrow. Thank you for having me for a few minutes.
What time are you guys on in the morning? Same as usual?
We are on 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time, and we've got big guests lined up in the 5 o'clock hour starting early. We'll be on Facebook and the Odyssey app and just 97.1 on the radio. So
And you're live from Washington, D.C.
that's the one. Yep. And it's actually kind of cool because we're on where Fox News broadcast, like Fox News DC is, but on the roof of a building. So
Are you guys the only ones on the roof?
no, actually we're not. There's a group of us, but I understand that question.
Mark Cox, we'll put him on the roof.
Hey,
Yeah, let's throw Mark up there.
Before Trish leaves, anybody in chat who said, Brad, you've done a really good job, it has been Trish's training that has helped me out tremendously. And she's been really awesome behind the scenes and on air at not ripping my head off when I make a mistake. And that she's very patient. So, like, couldn't have asked for a better trainer.
Suck up.
Thanks, Brad. I think you're doing awesome, by the way.
Thank you.
It sounds flawless.
This is embarrassing.
It's not about Ryan anymore, so he's over it.
He's like, I hate this.
He's like, I've got another story I got to drive through.
Yeah. Can I tell you
All
more
right.
little stories?
Trisha, good night.
All
We'll be
right,
listening
good
in
night.
the morning. Talk to you
See you
later.
guys
See you,
later.
Trish. So in chat, Ryan Anderson is one of my former students who I subbed for.
Oh, yeah?
Huge Toronto FC fan. He's got a little podcast that he does. Or I don't know, actually. I don't know how big it is because I don't know how big the following is.
Something that has to do with soccer?
Yes, Toronto
Oh.
FC. He likes Toronto teams and the New England Patriots. But I don't know where he falls on the New England Patriots or Tom Brady line. So, Ryan, if you're still in here, maybe you can answer that question for us.
Ryan, where do you fall on that line?
Oh, like probably in the middle or toward one of the sides. I just so you know, my battery is gonna die in about 3 minutes.
Jackie says, Ryan, you're doing great too.
Thank you, Jackie.
I bet you feel like that.
I do feel like that. Thank you, Jackie. I feel like I'm doing a great job too.
Oh, man. Let's see. Scott says, bye, Trish. Congrats. Trish, she's really worked hard to earn this spot, so we are all, I think, very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that she's gone, we can say it. She's really great.
Say nice things about her.
Yeah.
People, so she should consider herself pretty blessed. She just said thank you. That was fun.
Good. This has been fun. So
Yeah.
if I suddenly am gone, you'll know that my true feelings were that I had fun with you and Molly and even Brad.
And even Brad. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Ryan has been extremely threatened by me ever since I started.
Yeah. I used to be the guy. I was the guy. Now I'm not the guy anymore.
No, you were
Not-
that guy.
I'm that guy. Still that guy.
Okay. We're a power
Bad
couple
guy.
though, right? We're
You were
Brian.
that guy.
Yeah, we're a power couple. We're a
Yeah,
famous
Brian.
power couple.
Brad and Ryan. Just call him Brian.
Yeah, we're the Brian. It's the worst power couple.
The
name.
Brian.
It just sounds like some other dude.
Amanda says, loving the new show, Ryan. I'm gonna let you talk about your show until your battery dies, which could be now.
Yeah.
What's
No,
it like
thanks.
having your own show on Saturdays from
It's
6 to
fun.
8?
It's weird because it's so separate from everybody else, and I'm there during the week all week, of course, and so obviously part of this show. So kind of doing the roundup type thing is a little bit different. So I'm trying to focus on some stuff that maybe doesn't get hit during the week, and trying to keep up with the Friday afternoon news dump, which is tough because you never some weeks there's nothing that comes out on Friday. Other weeks it's like everything that important that was going to happen comes out on Friday night.
On purpose.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so it's an interesting time slot. I was on it like when I very first started at 97.1, but I was on with Randy Tobler. And so I got used to that dynamic where it's like some weeks you're like, oh my gosh, this is like where all the action is. And other weeks it's like there's absolutely nothing. So it's fun. I hope people are entertained. I'm going to add some new features and stuff maybe this week, and just do some weird stuff. Hopefully you like weird because that's what it's going to be. Always.
Ryan, Mike says, does this mean Brad has to wear the mascot suit at Hardee's instead of Ryan?
No.
Yes, it does. you're probably in some pictures from that day, even though you weren't with the show yet. So
Maybe that's a Trisha decision now because
Yeah.
she's all fancy pants.
that's right. That's right. And that's why Brad was, sucking up a little bit.
Oh man. Well, it's still 4-0, and it's the top of the ninth, and so
Oh,
let's sign off here and try to everybody switch seats and change our mojo here.
Everybody
and
switch seats.
We'll be back on here tomorrow at noon. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Usually now is when I start doing cultivating sound and research and stuff and start sending it to Brad. So
Yeah, I can't wait for my phone to start blowing up.
You got at least an hour before you start doing that.
My husband says there's at least an hour before that starts, which is probably true. Usually after the Cards game. All right. Well, thanks guys for coming on here.
thanks. It was
Bye,
fun.
everyone.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Bye,
Molly.
Molly.
She's still I can't believe she slept through that whole thing.
She's starting to wake up here. Hold
Yeah.
on. Let's see if I can make her mad. Hi, Molly. Hey, baby girl. Molly. Hi, sweet pea. You want to smile? You want to smile? You need to wake up so we can feed you. Hey. Oh,
Nope. I make the same face whenever my wife tries to wake me up in the morning.
Did
Yeah.
she do this to you?
Yeah.
Oh, she's fought back. She's not letting you do it.
She's going to either start smiling like crazy or she's going to yell.
Interrupt.
Hey, hi, sweet pea. Wake up and eat so you can go back to sleep. She's going to be ready to party here in a little bit. There you go.
Hey, there's your cameo.
Hi, baby girl. I bet if she sees herself, she might. Molly. Hi. You see that cute baby? You smile at that cute baby? Hi.
Oh
You
my
say hello?
gosh.
You say hi? Say hi, people. Listen at noon from noon to 3.
Say
There
it.
you go. There you go. All right. It's that time. I'm going to go feed the baby.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming
Yep.
on.
See ya.